Hi guys, Dazzie here with another episode of my 1 week later comic book recaps, and today I'm going to be discussing books that were released on the 8th of May 2019. Hopefully this report helps anyone reading while picking out new books at the local shops and for things to look out for that are still possibly on your shelves. Starting with DC as we always do, and the book in question is Batman and the Outsiders, issue number 1. That's the book in question, guys. Well, this book debuted yet another DC character named Caliber, which is a total swipe of Cable from what I've been reading. It's a time-traveling guy with a big gun. What's not to like, I suppose. Despite this new first appearance, though, of him and another character called Hope, which is another rip-off, of course, of a Marvel character, Hope Summers. This one is still available at most online retailers and likely still in your local shops. This one could be a long-term hold rather than a quick flip, depending on the direction that these characters take. I know the creator of Black Lightning really is not happy with how Black Lightning is portrayed in the Batman and the Outsiders. But if you can find them cheap, could be a long-term hold. I may go back and try and pick one of those up. A comic I made a hot comic book alert about was, of course, Detective Comics issue 1003. And it was the regular cover in particularly I was harping on about. Because with new books that portray new characters, because that's essentially what we got with Detective Comics 1003. It's always nice to go with the regular A cover. Seems to be the more valuable over time. Now, of course, as you know, it was a big reveal in Detective Comics 1003 because it was the reveal of the Arkham Knight, which turned out to be the exact opposite of what people were likely expecting under the hood. Astrid Arkham. Spoiler there. Yeah, I don't think anybody could picture that. I think it's Jeremiah Arkham's daughter, if I'm not mistaken. I have read the issue, so yeah, I don't know what to. I think it could well be a long-term hold, despite the lack of love on the secondary market. As you can probably still find these in most LCSs and online retailers. But like I said, if this character tends to stick around, this could have some proper good legs to it. Only time will tell. Now on to Marvel, and a nice sleeper pick. I must admit, I read this book. What a fantastic read. The book in question I am talking about was The Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, issue 6, which debuted a new character called Spider-Bite. Yeah, Spider-Bite. It was a real feel-good story that really pulled on the heartstrings. And again, it was not something that anyone, I think, could have imagined it turning out to be. I'm not going to spoil it, but guys, it's a great read, believe me. Well, this sold out online and is going back for a reprint, I think. Not a lot of love at first on the secondary market, but now copies are starting to flirt between $6 and $10. Some with free shipping, some without. Not bad, to be honest. I think I know a shop where they have quite a few, so I may go back and pick up one or two. Like I say, pick them up if you can find them. Even if you don't flip them, that could be a long-term winner as well, because I don't think we've seen the end of Spider-Bite. Another book from Marvel that caught a lot of people's attention was War of the Realms, Agents of Atlas. This was the regular cover, as you can see. Touching £5. Had a whole host of first appearances, but the main ones that seemed to go better were the variants, the incentive variants. The Zurcher 1 in 50 variant was selling as high as $250 at its peak. And there was an exclusive store variant by Michael Sayuwan with a wave on the cover, which was also selling between $200 and $300 at its peak. Then there were 1 in 25s. It was a part variant that reached $75 on its own. You can still find the regular covers online and likely at your local retailers. But guys, don't be fooled about this. This could potentially be a winner for the long term. I know Marvel already claims they're the new breakout heroes, and they might not be wrong if these characters are sticking around in the Marvel universe. Another shout out from Marvel goes to Star Wars, and we are talking Age of Rebellion, Boba Fett 1. And there were many covers for it. I think this was the regular cover, guys. It was the regular cover. And there was indeed a puzzle piece variant. Yeah, unusual. Puzzle piece variant. That's the book in question, the red cover. It's the puzzle piece variant that had a little bit of love. That was a Macone puzzle variant. It was sold out at most retailers online, with one sold listing reaching as high as $8. Over time, new Boba Fett fans are born, so perhaps a long-term hold. The only character I think that has more fans, despite having the worst death ever. There was a movie variant that caught my eye a little bit more. Let me see if I can get the movie variant up for you guys, because it was a nice cover. Yeah, this one's going for more, as you can see, touching on to 10 with this one. But it's the puzzle one that's just creeping over that double figure mark at the moment. That seems to be the one to be looking out for. We finished, of course, with the indie and small publishers, and it was a really small week for the indie books. But one book that I was looking for in Forbidden Planet and shops in Bristol, because I knew my LCS wouldn't have it, was Word. And Word came from Dark Horse Comics. And the cover in question is Word issue 3. This is a Delotto variant cover. And it is pretty graphic, guys, be warned. Look at that. That is what you call an eye-opening piece of artwork. That was the winner, probably of the week, and still has potential, but not sure for how long it will last. Not a whole lot of sold listings, but the first was just a cover, and every listing after that sold for between $15 to $20. These are still showing available at Things from Another World, or being sold out at most online retailers after a brief check. Look, at the end of the day, it's a number 3 issue. It's a Delotto variant, and it is invariably going to have a very small print run. So when a little bit of demand kicks in, it creates a winner. Sold out most retailers and likely most shops already. Be on the lookout for this, as this can be a worthy flip or potential hold if that Dark Horse Netflix deal starts pushing for these titles to get optioned for some screen time. Like I said, that pretty much wraps it up, guys. Oh, except for one more. Yeah, the sneaky one. The book in question. This flew under the radar for quite a few people. I've read this issue. It's a good issue, guys. I'm not the biggest Walking Dead fan, but this book, Walking Dead issue 191, created some buzz because a major character, spoilers, gets shot. And that character, guys, is Rick Grimes. And by all accounts, from sources I am getting, Walking Dead issue 192, which will be an oversized edition, Rick Grimes is going to die. Yeah, he's going to go. And I know Kirkman has come out and saying basically when Rick Grimes goes, it won't be long before the story finally wraps up after that. So could be the end for Walking Dead. Either way, Walking Dead issue 191 is, like I said, anywhere between a 10 to 13 sort of price range. Talking about $15 for that pretty significant key issue as it's going to stand now. 192 will be the issue, but I think 191 could have some legs going forwards. So to wrap up my my podium positions for the week, this week I am going to go with, and I'm just going to go with the regular cover because I think this one has a lot of potential. I think War of the Realms, You Agents of Atlas, issue 1. Guys, that has a lot of potential going forward with so many first appearances. Marvel's really pushing that book. My silver medal position, I'm going to give it to Walking Dead, issue 191. Again, I think this is going to be a sleeper pick, guys. Going to do well over time. And the gold, I can't deny it, has to go to Dark Horses, Weird, issue 3, the Delotto variant cover. Thanks for watching, guys. That's Daz. Over now. Bye for now.